It was really by accident, and it's also a bit about being lazy. We have a small farm in Southern Oregon. Like any small farmers, we tried to figure out how to make it pay for itself, which is a really tough thing to do. So we made a lot of artisan cheeses, which was great for us, but we didn't sell much. And our kids were starting to get to the age where they weren't going to want to do all the milking, so that was going to fall to us. So we knew we needed something else. I trained as a cider maker, and we put a lot of cider trees in, but those take years to come in. While we were waiting, Kirsten had been making sauerkrauts and pickles for a long time, so we thought, well, we'll just start this until the trees start producing. And then that business took off, and my cider business didn't. So she's going to tell you that story, how she puts the flavors together. I worked the crew in the kitchen, which is the knives and the boxes and the jars. And then we were in a business a couple of years. My hat's off to anybody that can make it. Doing organic pickling business, it's a lot of work. Every one of those jars is stuffed by hand. And so 10-gallon crocks. So there were some days where you just saw a wall of jars and giant crocks, and you thought, this is so great. We're living the dream. We've got to get out of the dream soon. The other thing was we would start bringing recipes and say, hey, here's how you make this, real simple recipes. And people just kind of freaked out because they thought you're not supposed to teach people how to do this. But this has been done for 4,000 years or more. So we did not invent this product, just some of the flavors, putting them together. So we started doing that. And then we actually enjoyed more teaching people how to do it than we did doing it. So we decided to write a book to get out of the business as fast as we could. And so, unfortunately, it's hard to write a book when you're in the business. So we'd only do it in the wintertime when the cabbages weren't in season. And then finally, it got picked up by Story Publishing. It came out last October. And the first run sold out in 5 months, 6 months. And we're on the second run right now. And a little shout out to America. It just came out in German. So there are Germans who are learning how to make sauerkraut from a couple of hippies in Oregon. Which is pretty cool. So that's the story about that. I think the best thing we want to do now is not tease you any longer. We brought a lot of varieties for you to taste. And so what we're going to do is pass these out and get your taste buds going. And then Kirsten's going to tell you what you're eating.
So the first thing that I'm going to tell you about